There will be some more decorations as the week and the videos go on. But for now, it's only just November and I'm filming this, okay? So give me a break. Hey everyone, it's James at Amused Bouche. Merry Christmas! Welcome to the holiday season. Last year I did a holiday season. Do you remember that mental pigs in blankets burger? Because I do. They're still giving me jip, to be honest. I've still got a bit of heartburn from it. We did a few Christmas recipes last year and they went down very well, so we're going to do some more this year. Today we're going to be making a red pepper and chili chutney. It's good with your cheese and crackers in a sandwich, a nice Christmassy sandwich with eggs. If you've got some like scrambled eggs and stuff, a little bit of chutney on the side, lovely. There's a few little steps, a few little processes, but really it's quite straightforward. Red pepper and chili chutney. Let's get to it.
So first things first, we're going to prep our peppers. Cut them in half and stick them in a bowl like this. It's not too difficult to start. And once you've done it with all your peppers, then we're going to move on and do the same thing with the chilies. Any advice from me on this? Just, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your knob or your fluff, whichever is applicable. Now, take a tray with a grilling rack and lay some tin foil in the bottom so that it catches anything that might go astray. I'm going to be taking the cores out of the pepper, making sure that there's no seeds left inside before lining them up on a rack like this. Do the same with the chilies, but again, if you like a little bit of heat, don't worry too much about removing all of the seeds. Pop these little beauties under a hot grill and let the skins char and roast for about 7 to 10 minutes. Keep an eye on them. If they burn and get a bit charcoaly on the top, then that's good. If they're on fire, then that's bad. Once they've had their time in there and they're nice and toasty, we're going to take them out and transfer them back to the bowl and then seal that up with a piece of cling film. What we want is for the peppers and chilies to steam in their own heat, which will soften the flesh but also release the skins. While they're doing their thing, just dice a red onion. There you go, simple as that. Once the peppers and chilies have had about 10 minutes of steam, take them out of the bowl and remove the skins. Try to get as much of the skin off as possible as it'll go all tough in the chutney and, no one wants that in their chutters. Do the same with the chilies and then roughly chop them all up. Now we're going to head over to the stove. Heat a couple of tablespoons of oil in the pan over a medium heat and then add your red onions to soften. Once they've had a couple of minutes, we're going to add some flavour enhancers. A bay leaf to start with, 2 cloves of garlic chopped up and a couple of sprigs of rosemary with the leaves removed and again all chopped up and ready to infuse their flavour. Then I'm adding about half a teaspoon of cinnamon. You can add more cinnamon if you like. To be honest, I can take a leaf cinnamon. It's just a little note to make it feel a bit more Christmassy. Cook them all down for another 5 minutes until the onions are nice and soft and starting to get a bit jammy. Next up, we're going to add our peppers and chilies. They're all chopped up and can go straight on top of the onions. To be honest, they've had some cooking time already by steaming, so you only need to give them a few more minutes before adding 100 grams of light brown sugar and 150 millilitres of balsamic vinegar. It's these two ingredients that are going to make the chutney. The sweetness from the sugar and the tartness from the vinegar, which also helps to preserve everything. It's a method that's been going on for hundreds of thousands of years, so, why stop now? Now, we're going to give this all a little bit of time to cook down. I'm talking at least like an hour. Turn the temperature right down so it's nice and low, pop the lid on and just let it do its thing. Every 10 minutes or so you can go in and give it a little stir with a wooden spoon, make sure it's not sticking to the bottom, but this thing's going to need time to really get nice and chutney-like. Once it's had its allotted time and it's looking dark and sticky, I like to go in with the stick blender, purify some of those chunks up. If you like your chutney chunky, it's a nice term to say, then, miss this step out. And if you like it silky smooth, then blend it all the way until it's smooth. But I like the best of both worlds. A cake and eat it type situation. Take some sterilised jars, which I usually tend to just put in the dishwasher to sterilise them and then make sure you don't touch the insides. But you can also look up on Google, to see how to sterilise things correctly. And then we're going to fill them up with our lovely red pepper and chili chutney. If the jars are sterilised correctly, the chutney will last for a few months, and it's a perfect gift to give to your friends over Christmas. Or you can just buy a metric ton of cheddar cheese and devour it all in one day, like I'm going to do.
So there you go, red pepper and chili chutney. Now, the key with this is cooking it down. really cooking it slowly until everything becomes thick and gooey and sweet and caramelized. That's the sort of thing that you want on your cheese and biscuits. I think it's a success. And I've got a couple of little jars here, which I'm just gonna let completely cool, but they're gonna be nice little gifts. And then this little half jar here, that's a nice little gift as well, for me. Let's have a little try. I've gone with the classic chutney on top of some vintage cheddar. That's delicious. Sweet, there's that slight little tangy kick to it from the vinegar. You've got the peppers have cooked down. There's a tiny bit of heat. I'll be honest, not as much heat as I would have liked. And I think to tackle that, what I'd probably do is maybe put another few more chilies in it, you know, and maybe even leave the seeds in, you know, just to give that bit of warmth. If you're having that in a sandwich, a little bit of spread of that on some bread with a nice bit of cheese on it. Oh, good night Vienna. You know, if you are looking for something this Christmas that you would like to do for your friends, why not make up a batch of this? Sterilize the jars, jar it up, screw on a lid, you're away. If you've enjoyed this video and you're looking forward to the Christmas season that we've got coming up, give us a like, give us a comment as well on this video, other things that you'd like to see us making this Christmas festive period. We've got plenty more videos coming for you, so hopefully you enjoy. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and I shall see you next time. I'd say I'm going to eat this cheese with chutney on now, but I can actually see Ruth eyeing it up in the corner of my eye, so that's probably who it's going to go to.